This first performance that I'm going to do is Durga, and it's where I'm going to actually embody her presence and dance with her to tell her story. The most famous legend of Durga is that it all began with this demon. I'm just going to call him Manvera. I'm not sure what his actual name is. But this demon Manvera was on the planet, and he was just kind of hanging around and meditating and really getting involved in all of these scriptures. And he decided that he was going to get gifted all of these superpowers, which are also known as siddhis. It's Siddhis. And so he spent all of his time meditating, and the gods and goddesses kept gifting him with these different superpowers. And he kept going until he became more powerful than all of the gods and goddesses combined. And at this point, he stopped meditating, he closed his meditation book, and he gathered all of his forces together, and then he went after all the gods and goddesses to take over Earth. And so as he was doing this, the gods and goddesses were being defeated left, right, and center, and they were just like, he's too powerful, what do we do? So they went to these two main gods, and they were the gods in heaven. They said, what do? We can't stop him, he's too powerful, we need your help. And these two gods, they looked at each other. When they looked at each other, energy from their root chakra, for both of them, zipped up all the way into their third eye. And from their heart and third eye, this energy came and met each other. And from this energy was born the goddess Durga, and she was born laughing. And when she laughed, the heavens shook, literally. And so the two gods, they said, well, this is what we need you to do. We need you to go defeat this demon. And Durga just laughed. And all of the gods and goddesses gifted her with all sorts of different weapons. And when she walked into battle, she was riding a giant tiger. And she was able to defeat him. And it's really funny because when they tell you the story of her on the battlefield, they tell of her squashing his forces, basically, effortlessly, and laughing all the while she was doing it. And when it comes to defeating the demon lord, he tried to convince her to join him as his queen. And she just laughed, and she was just like, I would never do that. And the story goes that he tried to first convince her, and she just laughed at him. And then he got angry. He tried to attack her as a bear or something else like that. And she threw a spear. And then he tried to attack her as something else, and she almost cut his head off. And then he got so angry, he turned into his true form and just charged at her with a fury. And she cut his head off. And then she laughed, and the heavens shook. So that's the story of Durga, who I will now dance for you.